Hello everyone, welcome to Pharma Desert. This is Payal Vacha. In this video, we will discuss about Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940 Part 1. So let's get started. First of all, history. British misrule had providing poor healthcare system to Indian citizens. So in history, during British misrule, which providing poor healthcare system to Indian citizen. That's why observation made by Drug Inquiry Committee, Indian Medical Association. So poor healthcare system that is provided by British to Indians, that is observed by Drug Inquiry Committee, Indian Medical Association, and which is reported in Indian Medical Gazette during 1920 to 1930. So observation that is reported in Indian Medical Gazette during 1920 and 1930. So after report preparation in 1940, Drug and Cosmetic Act that is made up, and after 1940, in 1945, rules under the act extended to whole of India, and in 1945, Drug and Cosmetic Act that is modified. Second one, what are the objectives of DNC Act? First one, to regulate the import, manufacture, distribution and sale of drug and cosmetic through licensing. So, first objective that is which regulate the import, manufacturing, distribution as well as sale of any drugs and cosmetics with the help of license. While second one, manufacture, distribution and sale of drug and cosmetics by qualified person only. So second objective of Drug and Cosmetic Act, that means DNC Act, that is manufacturing, distribution as well as sales of drug and cosmetic with the help of any qualified person. Third one, which prevent the substandard in drugs, presumably for maintaining high standard of medical treatment. So, in third objective, which prevent the substandard quality of drug by maintaining high standard of medical treatment. While next one, to regulate the manufacturing as well as sales of Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani drugs. So, fourth objective of DNC Act, that is about regulating manufacturing as well as sales of Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani drug substances. And last one, which established the DTAB and DCC. What is DTAB and DCC? DTAB, that means Drug Technical Advisory Board, while DCC, that is Drug Consultative Committee for allopathic as well as allied drug and cosmetics. So all are the objectives of Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. Second one, definition. First one, drugs. What is allopathic drugs? All medicines for internal or external use of human beings or animals, and all the substance intended to be used for or in the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation or prevention of any disease or disorder in human beings or animals. So what is the allopathic drug? Exact purpose of allopathic drug is all the medicine, or purpose of medicine is it is applied for internal use or external use for human beings as well as animals, and all the substance intended to be used for diagnosis, treatment, mitigation or prevention of any disease or disorder in any humans or any type of animals. Second one, cosmetic. What is cosmetic? Any article intended to be rubbed, poured, sprinkled or spray on the skin, or otherwise which is applied to the skin of human body or any part of human being. They are for cleansing, beautifying and promoting as well as promoting attractiveness or altering the appearance, and which includes any article intended for use as a component of cosmetic. So what is the exact definition of cosmetic? Cosmetic, that is one type of article and that is rubbed, poured, sprinkled or spray on the skin, or otherwise it is applied onto the skin of human bodies, and which provide cleansing, beautifying and which promote the attractiveness of skin as well as which alter the appearance of skin and includes any article intended for use as a component of cosmetics. Second one, what is misbranded drugs? Misbranded drugs, that means if it is so colored, coated, powdered or polished that so as to hide the damage. So what is the meaning of misbranded drug? If any drug substance that is colored, coated, powdered or polished to hide any type of damage which is present on drug substance that are called as misbranded drug. Second definition, if it is not labeled in prescribed manner or to appear of better therapeutic value than they really are. That means second definition of misbranded drug, if it is not labeled in proper manner, otherwise which gives the therapeutic effect or which appear better therapeutic value than they really are, that are called as misbranded drugs. And last one, drugs which false and misleading in any type of claims or imported under the name of any other drug substances that are called as misbranded drugs. Second one, adulterate drug substance. What is adulterate drug substance? If it consists in whole or in part of any filthy, that means dirty, putrid or decomposed substance. So first definition of adulterate drug, that means if it contain full part or any part of dirty, putrid or decomposed substance, if it is available in drug that are called as adulterate drug substance, if it has been prepared, packed or stored under insanitary conditions whereby it may have been contaminated with filth or whereby it may have been rendered injurious to health. So what is the second definition of adulterate drug substance? If it has been prepared, otherwise during packaging or during storage, doesn't contain or doesn't maintain any type of sanitary condition. So it directly contaminated with any type of dirt or whereby it may have been rendered or injurious to health of any human being. If its container is composed in whole or in part of any poisonous or deleterious substance which may render the content injurious to health. And last definition of adulterate drug substance, that means if any type of drug substance that is packed in any type of container, so this container, if it is composed in whole or in any type of part or a part of container, if it is poisonous, otherwise deleterious or toxic substance which may directly affect health of human being. Second one, what is spurious drug substances? If it is imported under a name which belongs to another drug. So spurious drug, that means if that is imported under the name which is the name of another drug, that are called as spurious drugs. If it is an imitation of, otherwise it is a substitute for another drug substance. If it is the substitute of another drug substance, that are also called as spurious drug. Well, last one, if it has been substituted wholly or in a part by another drug or substance. So that means if drug substance, full part of drug substance or any part of drug substance that is substituted by another drug substance, that are called as spurious drug substances. Next one, what is manufacture? In relation to any drug or cosmetic, it includes any process or a part of process for making, altering, ornamenting, finishing, as well as packaging and labeling or otherwise treating or adopting any drug or cosmetic with a view to its sale or distribution but doesn't include the compounding or dispensing of any drug. So what is the exact meaning of manufacturing? In case of drug or any cosmetics, it includes any process or part of process like making, during altering, during finishing of dosage form, during packaging as well as labeling of dosage form with a view to its sale or distribution, that are called as manufacturing, but they doesn't include any type of compounding or dispensing of any drug substances. Second one, what is new drug? A new substance of chemical biological or biotechnological origin in bulk or prepared dosage form that is most widely used for prevention, diagnosis or treatment of disease in human being or animals. So what is the new drug? New substance of any chemical product, biological or biotechnological derivative that is prepared dosage form. And what is the use of new drug? That is used for prevention, diagnosis, otherwise treatment of disease in human being or animals. What is standard drug? Drugs that is comply with standard that is already prescribed in D&C Act 1940 and 1945. What is drugstore or wholesale drugstore? Premises or place that is licensed for sale of drug substance. So any drug substance that is sell in any type of place and license that is required for selling of drug substance. Next one, what is export and import of drug substance? Export, that means to take out of India across any of custom port. So to take out of drug from India, while import, that means to bring out or to bring drug substance into the India that are called as import. Schedules. First one, Schedule A. What is the statement of Schedule A? That is performa for form number 1 to 50. That means it is useful for application, issue or renewal of license. While Schedule B, which gives the statement about rates of fees for testing or analysis by Central Drug Laboratory or government analyst. While Schedule C, that is list of biological and special products, particularly parenteral products that is applicable to special provisions. Example like sera, vaccines, penicillin, etc. While C1, that is stand for list of biological and special products but particularly useful for non-parenteral preparation, example like digitalis, hormones, ergot, etc. So what is the difference between Schedule C and C1? C, that is stand for injectable as well as parenteral product, while C1, that is stand for non-parenteral preparation. Schedule D, it is list of drugs that are exempted from provision of import, while Schedule E1, that is the list of poisonous substance under the Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani system. So Schedule E1, which gives the list of poisonous substance under Ayurvedic, Siddha as well as Unani system, while Schedule F, which is stand for blood bank. Schedule F1, that is a one type of special provision which is applicable to biological and any type of special product. Example like bacterial and viral vaccines, sera from living animals, as well as bacterial origin diagnostic agent. So what is F1? That is stand for any special provision that is directly applicable to biological and special products. While F2, that is stand for surgical dressings, and F3, that is stand for umbilical taps. Double F, that is standard for ophthalmic preparation. So what is F2? It is standard for surgical dressing, while F3, that is standard for umbilical taps, while double F, which provides the standard for ophthalmic preparation. What is the Schedule G? List of substance which is required to be used under the medical supervision as well as that is labeled accordingly. Example of this type of drug, that is metformin as well as antihistaminic agents. So what is Schedule G? Any type of drug substance that is to be used under the medical supervision that are called as Schedule G. Schedule H, that means prescription related any dosage form. So list of substance, that is prescription, that should be sold by retail only on prescription of registered medicinal practitioner. So if prescription is available, in that case drug is sold by retailer. Otherwise, if prescription is not available, drug that is not sold by retailer. So example of Schedule H drug, that is atenolol, lorazepam and dapsone. Schedule J, that means list of disease and ailments that drug should not claim to cure. So Schedule J, that is stand for any type of disease that are not claim to cure or that is uncurable disease. Example of uncurable disease like cancer, AIDS, diabetes, etc. Next one, Schedule K. What is the statement of Schedule K? List of drugs that are exempted from certain provisions regarding manufacturing. So list of any drug substance that is exempted from manufacturing of drug substance that are called as Schedule K. Schedule M, which stand for requirements of manufacturing premises. So for requirement of manufacturing premises, GMP requirements of factory premises, plant and equipment. What is GMP? That means good manufacturing practice requirements of factory premises, plants and equipments. While Schedule M1, which gives the statement about requirement of factory premises for manufacturing of homeopathic medicine, while M2, that is stand for requirement of factory premises for manufacturing of cosmetics, while M3 requirement of factory premises for manufacturing of medical device. So what is the difference between M, M1, M2 and M3? So M, which provide GMP requirements or good manufacturing practice requirements of factory premises, plant and equipment, while M1, which provide requirement of factory premises for manufacturing of homeopathic medicine, M2, that provide requirement of factory premises for manufacturing of cosmetics, while M3, which provide manufacturing of medical devices. While Schedule N, that is a list of equipment to run a pharmacy. That means equipment which minimum equipment required for efficient running of pharmacy. While Schedule O, that is useful for standard for disinfectant fluid. Example like phenol, S2O2 and alcohol. While Schedule P, that is stand for life period of drug substance or expiry date of drug substance. Example, insulin injection that have a 24-month life period. While Schedule Q, which gives a statement about coal tar colors permitted to be used in cosmetics. So it gives the idea about coal tar colors that is permitted in cosmetics. Example, caramel, titanium dioxide, tony red, all are the example of coal tar color. Schedule R, that is a standard for mechanical contraceptive. So it gives the standard for mechanical contraceptive, while R1, that is standard for mechanical device. So what is the difference between R and R1? R, that is stand for mechanical contraceptive, while R1, that is stand for medical devices. Schedule S, that is standard for cosmetic, while Schedule T, according to good manufacturing practice, that means GMP of factory premises, particularly for Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani drugs, while Schedule U, that is a manufacturing and analytical record of drugs, and Schedule U1, that is manufacturing and analytical record of cosmetic. So what is the difference between Schedule U and U1? U, that is manufacturing and analytical record of drugs, while U1, that means manufacturing and analytical record of cosmetic. While Schedule V, that is the standard for any patented medicines, while Schedule W, which gives a statement about list of drugs that is marketed under generic name, that is omitted. So Schedule W, that is most widely useful for any drug that is marketed under generic name, while Schedule X, that is list of narcotic drug and psychotropic substances. Example, opium, morphine, barbital. All are the example of narcotic and psychotropic substance. So Schedule X, that is stand for narcotic and psychotropic substances. While last one, Schedule Y, that means requirements and guidelines on clinical trials for import and manufacturing of new drug substances. So Schedule Y, which is stand for clinical trials, which gives the or which provide the guidelines on clinical trials for import and manufacturing of any new dosage form. If any query or doubt related to topic, please write your question in comment box. Thank you.